So now let's get to Florida Senator Bill Nelson. He sits on the Armed Services Committee. He has championed the cause of the return of Robert Levinson, the former FBI agent who disappeared in Iran in March of 2007. Florida Senator Bill Nelson joins us. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Good morning or good afternoon. It's great news for the families and the five. It's devastating news for the family of Bob Levinson.
Yeah, Senator, we initially got reports this morning that there were a number of Americans who were released. We waited very patiently for their names. Many people speculating, waiting to hear if one of them would be Bob Levinson. You have championed his cause. Did you think today, did you have hope today might be the day he would come home?
Of course I did. But I've known all along that Iran, and I've spoken directly to the Iranian foreign minister several times, they claim they do not know where he is. Well, it's my hope now that the five are coming home, that the Iranians, and what I would expect is the Iranian government will double down and make a special effort that if they do not have Bob in their custody or know about his custody, that they will get out and proactively search to find him.
When's the last time that we had seen proof of life?
It's a couple of years ago with a photo. And prior to that, and we did verify this, a videotape with Bob talking. So we know and have a pretty good estimate that he was alive at least a little while before the receipt of that photo, but that was a couple of years ago.
Senator, as this came out, we're now looking at a picture of one of the proof of life pictures of Bob Levinson, who was a former FBI agent. There had been a couple of reports that he was actually working for the CIA in some way as a contractor when he was grabbed or disappeared from an island somewhere in the Persian Gulf between Iran and the United Arab Emirates. And we're getting now from the White House on background from a U.S. official saying that Iran has committed to continue cooperating with the United States to determine the whereabouts of Robert Levinson. Do you take the Iranians at their word that they have no idea where someone who was a U.S. government either employee or former employee who disappeared from an island that they control? Do you take them at their word that they really have no idea where he is?
It's a tourist island, Kish Island. That disappearance was 8 years ago. No, I don't take them at their word that they did not know where he was, because they had the capability of finding that out. However, what you just reported, I do take them at their word there that they will proactively start looking for him and try to find him. And what you just reported, I think, is good news.
Well, it is good news indeed if the Iranians keep their word. In a broader sense, sir, how do you feel about the concept of these prisoner swaps? The administration says this is just a goodwill gesture. This is a one-off thing. This isn't a prisoner swap. On the other hand, you have 7 of their guys going to Iran, and you have 5 of our guys coming home. If it sounds like a prisoner swap and looks like a prisoner swap, isn't it a prisoner swap?
If you are a member of the family or you're one of the 5, you don't care what the terminology is. They're coming home, and we are grateful for that. Obviously, we are in a new era with this isolated country of Iran that we've had no diplomatic relations with for decades. We are now at the point where we are having these conversations that have come out of the conversations over the Iranian nuclear deal. So I think these kind of communications are a positive sign going forward.
All right, Senator Bill Nelson, thank you so much for joining us today. We very much appreciate your insight. Thank you.
Thank you.